for a new home.
My goodness, Mom has some serious injuries there. It's quite a story.
But she's a mother.
She is a mother. You can relate to that, can't you?
Yes, I can.
And here's Chris Cimino, father of two, to tell us about the weather.
Well, of course. I'll tell you one thing, though. It's hard to believe that yesterday we were dealing with shoveling some snow across the tri-state. Temperatures were in the 50s. We had sunshine. It's more like it. Let's look outside right now. We have clear sky. We're taking our live sky cam shot from Brooklyn toward lower end of Manhattan, and it looks pretty good out there. Nice and clear. We've got a little haze here and there, the wind lightening up a bit. 53 degrees, though. Still pretty mild for this hour. Rest of the numbers, northwest wind at 3. Humidity down, 29%, nice and dry. Barometer steady at 30.11. High today was 55, right where we should be for this time of year. 38 the morning low, and no rain or snow to worry about. I think we'll probably get through the weekend. Clear sailing, no rain or snow to worry about. All right, we put the satellite and look at the radar on top of that. You can see we're into clear sky here. Nice bubble of high pressure protecting us. Been stormy, though, over Florida. If you're watching that golf match, you can see there was quite a bit of rain, and here it is on the radar. Now, our next weather maker is out to the west. This one is probably going to be Monday's moisture source for us, producing clouds and eventually some shower activity Monday afternoon and night. This liquid sunshine over the Florida, the Sunshine State, will stay well to our south. What we have to deal with is certainly just clear sky for tonight. Nothing to worry about. It will be chilly. Temperatures through the evening not bad. In town, about 37. You notice a big difference in the outlying areas. Clear sky and light wind. You lose your heat quickly in the outlying suburbs. The deeper valleys, northwest New Jersey, could be down in the middle 20s. So a cold start again tomorrow morning, but another nice-looking day. The clouds will be held off by this high-pressure area. Looks pretty meek sitting out here, but it's not going to move anywhere anytime soon. And because of that, the clouds will have a hard time getting in here. And the rain out to the west will have even a harder time during the day Monday. Now, Monday is opening day for the Mets. Baseball, believe it or not. Yep, and it looks like there may be some showers around. Perhaps not enough to cancel the game. We'll fine-tune that forecast for you a little later this weekend. 50s for highs tomorrow. That's where we're going to be. And then 60s and 70s off to the south. You look at the country. For the most part, things finally back on track, pretty normal. Still a little nip in the air in the northern tier, but even there, things should warm up as we work our way through the rest of the week. Now, for tomorrow, 57 the forecast high. There's that next chance of rain. It comes in on Monday with a high of 52. Tuesday, 48, sunshine, a few clouds. Wednesday, sun followed by clouds and 50. Thursday could be some showers again, 54. And now we can officially call them April showers. And we know what they bring, of course. So hopefully this is good weather. Jim's thinking about that.
Mayflowers.
You got to think about it. You're in trouble.
We did this once before because you said Mayflowers and I said Pilgrims, and you guys didn't like that.
I'm not in the flower mode just yet, which is understandable, I think, isn't it?
You got that right.
Thank you.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Well, we have a clarification now on a story we aired last night about a Lindenhurst, Long Island home allegedly burglarized by real estate agents who had access to it. Now, when we showed the home, we named the suspected agents, but we did not make it clear they have nothing to do with the listing broker shown on the screen. In fact, broker Terry Moore of the Herrick Agency in Babylon Village was instrumental in helping to catch the suspected thieves who work for a separate agency further out in Suffolk County. We want to be clear that neither the Herrick Century 21 office located in Babylon Village or the local Lindenhurst office did anything wrong, and we apologize for any confusion.
Okay, that's straightened out. Now, Glen is here with a preview of sports.
A little confused? Up next, all that March Madness overshadowed by news of the final day of spring training. We're going to hear reaction from one of the Yankees' high-priced pitchers who begins the season in the bullpen. And we'll hear from some of those enjoying Final Four madness at the Meadowlands when News Channel 4 at 6 continues.
You're taking a look at the center of the sports universe right now. That's the Meadowlands, of course, where the Final Four is being played as we speak.
That's right, and how appropriate as we turn to Glen Walker, who has some information about for Yankee fans.
Yeah, it would figure on Final Four weekend that the Yankees would be making news. They always do. Yankees manager Joe Torre announced today his starting rotation will not include Kenny Rogers. The free agent signed to a 4-year, $20 million deal will begin the season in the bullpen pitching long relief. So when the Yankees open the season Monday in Cleveland, David Cone will get the start, followed in the rotation by Andy Pettitte, Jimmy Key, Dwight Gooden, and Melito Perez, who the Yankees want to showcase for a possible trade. Ironically, Rogers started the final game of spring, throwing 5 solid innings against the Mets today. Top of the second, Rogers facing Mets catcher Todd Hundley, who never took the bat off his shoulder. Take a seat, Todd. Defensive play of the game, maybe of the spring, came in the top of the third. Lance Johnson pops the foul ball down the left field line into the bullpen. Gerald Williams hurdles the fence, and he makes the catch. Very nice play. Tied at 2 in the top of the 8th. Jeff Kent gets lucky with a broken bat single to left. Now Chris Jones comes around to score from second base, and after the slide, he will limp back to the dugout looking for some thread and needle to sew up that rip in his britches. Mets beat the Yankees 5-3, and after the game, Kenny Rogers reacted to starting the season in the bullpen.
Situation is right now what it is, and it'll go on for as long as it has to. But like I said, I'll deal with it and adjust to it and make the best of it.
All right, let's talk basketball. At the Meadowlands, the first game of the Final Four doubleheader is underway. They are now at the half. Syracuse and Mississippi State all tied up at 36 apiece. And, of course, that will be followed by the Final Four dream match of the night, Rick Pitino's Kentucky Wildcats versus John Calipari's UMass Minutemen. Rick Pitino, seen here watching his Wildcats working out yesterday, has the deepest bench in college basketball, and they are favored tonight. But having lost to UMass early in the season, Pitino's Cats realize John Calipari has the better starting five and the best player in the country in Marcus Camby.
Our main concern cannot just be Marcus Camby. You know, you got Dante Bright, Dana Dingle, Trevisto. Them guys, them the guys that beat you game in and game out. Everybody focusing on Camby, and then them guys beat you. So we got to focus in on everybody and try to contain Camby.
And Final Four fans lucky enough to have a ticket, and those who just wanted to hang out around the action began gathering at the Meadowlands parking lot before noon today. Vince DeLisi talked to some of those fans at the Final Four.
For tickets, it's a hot ticket to get, I'll tell you.
So how much money do you think it's going to cost you?
Well, $500 right now, but we're going to hold out. It's a chance in a lifetime. You got to go see the two games. We passed up $5,000 for these tickets. We're here to see games.
All right, we'll have highlights at 11. Let's turn to hockey. The Devils took their fight to stay in the NHL playoff picture into Pittsburgh today. No score until the third period. Mario Lemieux passes cross ice to Brad Lauer, who beats Martin Brodeur on the glove side. Lauer, by the way, no relation to Matt, 1-0 Pittsburgh. Then at 14-15 of the period, Jaromir Jagr from behind the net throws it out to Peter Nedved. He beats Brodeur for a 2-0 Pittsburgh lead. Scott Stevens would score late, but Jacques Lemaire's Devils fall by a score of 2-1. Islanders in Hartford down 1-0 late in the first, but Ziggy Palffy ties the score on a rebound with a power play goal. It's 39th of the season. Stay that way until late in the period. Working hard around the net, it goes off the post, and finally, after a mad scramble, Andre Nicolishin scores, beating Eric Fichaud. Whalers beat the Islanders by a score of 3-1. College hockey, the national championship game. Michigan beats Colorado College for the national title in overtime. Brendan Morrison jumps on the rebound, bearing the winning goal for the national championship. Michigan 3-2 for the national title. Golf, this week's stop on the PGA Tour is the Players' Championship in Ponte Vedra, Florida, outside of Jacksonville. Very wet today. This is Justin Leonard on the 8th hole. His shot goes into the garbage, or actually under the garbage bag on the course. He had to call an official to decide what he would do. Tommy Tolles was not garbage. He leads at 14 under par, 2 strokes ahead in this one. This is a nice putt for par here on the 3rd hole in the final round, 2:30 tomorrow, right here on NBC4. And finally, remember the guy who missed the $1 million three-point shot at the NBA All-Star game? 16-year-old Michael Hoban of Strongsville, Ohio, was so nervous that he tossed up an air ball, assuring his amateur status remain intact. Well, tonight during the Final Four, Tom Gates of Miami gets his shot at the $1 million three-point challenge. And during this morning's Today Show on NBC4, he had no problem with Jack Ford's challenge.
Yes! Nothing to it. I should have saved that one.
He certainly should have. He did it in front of 3 million people on the Today Show. Tonight, though, the pressure is on.
It's not the prettiest style in the world, but he buried it.
Hey, string music, no rim.
That's right. It's $3 million if he does it later on, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Glen.
Or $1 million.
$1 million anyway.
One shot for $1 million.
That's what I was thinking of. Tonight at 11 on Newschannel 4. Trouble aboard the shuttle Atlantis. The crew almost had to make an emergency landing. We'll tell you why at 11.
Also, it's a criminal ring that preys on people's hopes and dreams, but the INS foils a team of baby nappers.
And Pamela and Tommy Lee don't want their private lives exposed. They're suing Penthouse over a racy video.
Plus, we'll have tonight's $17 million lottery jackpot.
That is our news for now, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
We'll all be back tonight at 11 o'clock. Have a good evening, everyone.